Well, that's good. So, yeah, now that we got it figured out on the Zoom, that which is kind of neat. This is something new. Like you said, you've done quite a few Zoom meetings. This is kind of the last week I've been practicing and trying to figure out how to actually get on and talk to people, because I haven't got to see anybody all summer. So this is cool. This is pretty neat.
And I've missed you. I've missed you, Robert.
Somehow I don't believe that 100%.
It is true. I hate to say it because I know how you can get kind of an ego problem, but I missed all of our chats from 2 summers ago.
It is crazy that you spent the whole summer with me, and it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. You seem to.
It was fantastic. I mean, it really was. I mean, being there, I think it was a total of 13 weeks, something like that. It was just, it'd always been on my bucket list. It'd always been something I wanted to do, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And it wasn't all about the fishing.
No,
it's about just the whole experience.
And it took me a long time to realize it's just not the fishing. It's going out and just being on the lake, and like you brought your grandson, and your cousin Mark showed up. These things all are a combination of a trip.
Yes, and it's sometimes just sitting on the porch, looking out at the ducks and the loons and a bear coming across every once in a while. And, it gave me an opportunity to start writing my book, which was amazing. And I mean, it was idyllic in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. And that's what I want to show other people, that, as I progress through these meetings, that when I talk to other people, I want, for them to have a story of something they enjoyed while being in Canada. This is it. I hate to say that it makes me warm and fuzzy inside to see you warm and fuzzy.
Well, there was nothing as special as that week that I got to spend with my grandson. Mm-hmm. He was close to turning 11, and he had never been to Canada. He had done some fishing, in ponds and little places around Indiana and Illinois, but nothing like Canada. And to see the excitement on his face when he caught that first northern,
yeah,
that was unbelievable.
No, and I could see when you come off the lake how excited you were for him, and
yeah.
which is good.
Yep, that's a bond that you just don't get anywhere else. Because when you're out on that boat, they don't have all those video games to play. They don't have anything that they can do except be there and communicate with you, to talk with you, to open up with you, and to enjoy fishing, to look at the eagles, to look at beaver swimming across the lake. I mean, it's just an experience that I couldn't have provided him anywhere else. And I tried. I mean, since we couldn't cross the border this year, we went up to Rainy Lake. I did. And then I took him up to Lake Superior there at Ashland, Wisconsin. We fished Lake Superior, and then we fished some of the inland lakes. But it just wasn't the same. I mean, it's fishing wasn't near as good. You didn't have the isolation. You didn't see the animals. It just wasn't the same. It was very disappointing, in fact.
Well, and sometimes familiarity with the spot helps.
Yep.
That you've been coming for a number of years. You have your hot spots, like everybody. And they have their own little names to these little nooks that has that tree with, on that island that they don't want to tell anybody else about their spots. So new water is sometimes not as exciting, especially when you want to show somebody else your experience.
But I had a $500 a day guide for those 5 days. So it cost me $500 because we caught 5 fish in 5 days. It cost me $500 per fish.
Well, it was the experience sometimes.
No, the experience is being in Canada.
Well,
The experience is being in Lake of the Woods. And the thing about Vic and Dots is, you can be as social as you want to be, or you can be as isolated as you want to be.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's one of the things I really enjoyed about spending the whole summer up there, as I met a lot of new friends that now we correspond back and forth on Facebook. But when I wanted to just sit down and write, I didn't have a bunch of people bothering me. I could just sit down and write and be by myself, or take the boat out on the lake by myself.
Mhm.
So, some places, some resorts, it's more social than it is. You don't have the same opportunity to be isolated.
Yeah. I mean, and I guess that's what I enjoy about it also, is that you can pick and choose what you want to do
Right.
throughout your day and go from there. And if you have, that this is what you want to do, nobody's stopping you from going out and enjoying what your experience, or if you want to stay out and fish till midnight and see the northern lights or whatever kind of deal.
Exactly.
So
if one day I just didn't want to go out fishing and I wanted to come and supervise you as you were working on different things, I had the ability to do that too, and I didn't even charge you.
I appreciate that you didn't charge me about it. I mean, and I did learn that don't let Rex tell you what to do, because he will correct you even if you do it his way.
The other really great experience I think I had that summer, Robert, was when Mark and I went back to the unnamed Bass Lake.
Oh, Lake X, as everybody likes to call
Lake X. Thank you. I couldn't think of what you called it.
Mhm.
I'm an old man, but it was difficult. The water was high, and I fell in a couple of times, and I was wringing wet by the time I got there, but it was an experience that I hadn't had for a while, and the fishing was great, and it's an adventure. And
Mhm.
that's the other thing I like about your place, is you can go and fish easy, you can go and fish hard, you can go and fish and have an adventure somewhere that you're not going to get. I mean, you just have a lot of opportunities to do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And that time with Mark back on the back lake was a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I just talked to another gentleman this morning, and he really explained to me the great fishing that is on Lake X, because that's what they call it. Their whole family calls it Lake X, so that that nobody knows where it is. But they started kind of and that's what I've learned with all the people that have come there. They've given me a little hint. Well, there's maybe some fish over there, but we don't want to tell everybody about them. But it's a good time. So which I enjoy, because even like we were talking this morning, and he says he's a client, but he's also like a family friend type deal now, and I feel that all the people that come up are family friends to Vic and Dots, and it's kind of a neat feeling to have that.
No, I felt bad that I had to shame you into inviting me over to the family dinner when all the Rebecca's family was there, and I had to shed a little tear, and so forth. But they treated me nice once I got
there. Yeah. Well, I told them beforehand, be easy on them,
Yeah. Hey, I'm an old man now. I turned 65 on Thanksgiving Day, so.
Well, congratulations.
I'll need you to haul my stuff down to the boat from now on, and make sure I get all my stuff in the cabin without me having to carry it, and all those good things.
I'm pretty sure we'll get you a houseboat to park on the dock, and then you won't have to worry about moving your stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, I want to come for another summer again. I really want to do that. That was That was just a dream come true. And you know, I didn't fish hard every single day, and there were times, there were some days maybe I'd only go out for 2 or 3 hours. There are other days that maybe we fished for 12 hours.
Yeah.
But just having, and that's the cool thing about being there so long. You don't feel like you just have to go out and pound the water because you got to get your fishing in.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose as you want, and it becomes a much more relaxing trip, a much more of a trip where you don't feel like you have to do just one thing. You can do whatever you feel like doing that day because you still know you've got another 12 weeks that you can fish.
Yeah, I mean, like you could go to town at lunchtime, get ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Or if somebody phones you and says, "Hey, we have locked the keys in the car. Could you come get us?" Brings us a second set of keys.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Well, I did it in scenarios. Rex come and saved me, and then Rex may have done it to himself in Nestor Falls. So we, it goes. What comes around goes around some days.
And like that, that one day you had to go into town to get some parts. I think you were maybe in Kenora, I don't know. And the guy's boat, the motor quit, or the battery quit on him, and I was glad to go and help him, Now, if I'd have been there for a week, I would have still done it, but I would maybe been a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah,
but when you're there 13 weeks, you think, well, shoot, I'm going to go help this guy because it may be me the next time that's sitting out on the lake. And I think most fishermen that come to your place have that kind of an attitude that they want to help.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of times you talk on the dock, that fishermen talk on the dock, and they do share. They probably don't give their number 1 and number 2 spots, but they do share a lot of information about technique and, are you trolling? Are you casting? Are you fishing deep? Are you fishing shallow? And that just adds another aspect to the whole experience of being up there.
And I notice that every morning, and I really, when you talk about being on the dock and other fishermen on the dock at the same time, it really, you can see the interaction and like you said, maybe they're using a different color lure than you had. Maybe it was the same lure, but they were having success that day, and maybe you weren't, or vice versa. And it just helps everybody, communicate, the overall enjoyment.
Yeah, and it helps make everyone have a good time. Everyone can, and there's been, I know some days that Mark and I mean, we went out and would catch 100 fish. And I remember one specific time we came in and there was an older couple, and I think it was their daughter who was, a middle-aged person. And we said, "Hey, how'd you do?" "Well, we caught 2 fish." Okay, we just came back from catching 100 fish. Mm-hmm. Now, we could have just not said anything, but instead we went over the boat. We looked at their equipment, their lures, what they were doing. We talked about technique. And the next day they went out and caught a lot more than a couple of fish. So, those are fun things that when you can help each other, it's not all about just throwing that line in the water and catching a fish. It's about a lot of other experiences that you get in Canada.
Whoa. Because you almost said it's not all about Rex all the time. Did you almost said that, Rex?
No, it is all about Rex all the time. It's just that Rex gets his enjoyment out of mentoring people.
Oh, okay.
So it's still satisfying me.
Oh, okay. All right. I just when you were going down that path, I thought, are you feeling well or something? Because that doesn't sound like Rex.
Well, I'm getting to the age where I know I'm going to die pretty soon. I want the Lord to look kindly on me, so I've got to give back, not just take.
Okay, I understand. No. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Rex. You're kind of the guinea pig for me, I guess, on this whole a Zoom meeting. And like I said earlier about, I had wanted to do this with each and every person this summer on the porch. As they're maybe coming off the lake or they are up early, and just a little conversation about, you know, being up here. And it just didn't work out this summer, but moving forward now, I'm going to reach out to a bunch of our clients, and this is exciting. It's exciting to see you again, and
You too.
it's exciting to talk, you know, about your passion here in Canada. So I do appreciate your time.
This summer has been extremely hard, I'll tell you, because we've not been able to come up there.
Yeah.
And I just hope and pray that the border opens up to where we can come next summer.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I can go 2 years without being there. I might have to sneak across.
Well, you might have to. I don't know if 100% if you can fly in. You might have to isolate, like, kind of deal. Like,
Yeah.
I know that I know there's people can come to Canada, but they might have to do it on a business type deal. I don't
Yes.
know. You
That's
might
the way
have to
I
buy a
understand.
business up here or something, and fly in and you know, and isolate or whatever. I don't know, but we'll figure out something. Maybe there's another buddy of mine we've been talking about. We should get an airplane, and then we just fly people in, and you know, they stay and flying back out or whatever after their quarantine kind of deal.
Well, make sure you put a trailer hitch on it so you can pull my bass boat up there.
100%.
All right, buddy.
All right. Thanks for taking the time, Rex. I appreciate it. You have a great day, and
Okay.
we'll talk soon. Bye now.
All right. See you. Bye.